Scientist geologist Daniel Robinson went missing from his job worksite in Buckeye, Arizona on June 23, 2021. Daniel was on a work assignment as an employee of Matrix New World. Daniel's vehicle was found on July 19, 2021. Daniel was not. It has been over a year and Daniel Robinson is still missing. The father of Daniel Robinson is a U.S. military veteran who moved from South Carolina to Arizona to search for his son in a personal commitment and military credence not to leave his son behind. June 23, 2024 will be 3 years since geologist Daniel Robinson disappeared in the Sonoran Desert in Buckeye, Arizona, while on the job site for employer Matrix New World. Let's take a moment and revisit what happened when Daniel disappeared.
And then you turn down this road, like you get off on the exit, turn down the road, you see a few houses here and there, then you just keep straight, and then to your left and right there's nothing. Like there's literally nothing. Like it's just a road in front of you and it goes on for miles. I can see how he got caught up out here. I can see how something happened because there's no one to witness anything because you're literally by yourself in the middle of nowhere. It was the most uncomfortable, unsettling feeling I've ever had, ever. And I feel it even now talking about it, I feel how I felt then.
Everything I had, threw it in my vehicle and just started driving. And I made it here. I came straight through, left South Carolina, came straight to Arizona. Very bright, intelligent geologist. Anything that Daniel wanted to do, he would do it. This is where it all began. This is where the whole narrative started. My son drove off into the desert and vanished, maybe from here.
And leading the search, not law enforcement, but Daniel's father, David.
Where is everybody located?
Buckeye Police Department has not done enough to investigate finding Daniel Robinson. Why was the Buckeye Police Department defiant when challenges regarding their lack of effort was questioned by David Robinson? There is forensic evidence that still needs to be processed. After 3 years, why hasn't this been done?
David has all the evidence that they said they found in the desert, from the crash site. And so I know they messed up and they realized it when they tried to get the stuff back from David.
I met him at the police department. And so I'm listening to this bull that they're telling him, the stories that they told David about Daniel. A lot of times when people go missing, or he could have joined a monastery. And I'm sitting there fuming that they're telling this man that came here from South Carolina to try to find his son. But you as a police department, as police officers are telling them this crap. It was no sympathy, no empathy, no anything.
Well, this police, like she's saying, seems to take it personally. Oh, you're mad at me? You don't like what I'm doing? Well, fine then, we won't work with you.
And that was the tone of everything. It went from there that they actually did nothing to try to find Daniel.
David Robinson was a desperate, frantic father in an unfamiliar state, trying to rely on law enforcement to help find his son. Except law enforcement were not helping. They were dismissive and made insulting excuses why Daniel disappeared, such as joining a monastery and becoming a monk. It's logical to entertain the idea that David was treated differently due to his race. Some stories deserve a deeper investigation. The mysterious disappearance of Daniel Robinson is one of those stories. Someone knows what happened to Daniel Robinson. As the search for Daniel continues, David Robinson has turned his pain into purpose with a deep personal mission to become a warrior for the missing, with a run for the U.S. House of Representatives for South Carolina.
I heard the call to serve. I knew I had to act. I served my country where I learned that we are all in this together, regardless of race, color, or politics, whether it was in Afghanistan or Arizona.
June 23, 2024 marks the 3rd year Daniel Robinson has been missing. On this day, David Robinson will host a virtual event on all his social media platforms entitled Bring Americans Home. Current special guests include Dorica Wilson and Natalie Wilson, founders of the Black and Missing Foundation, which aims to provide an equal opportunity for all that are missing, and Joseph Petito, father of Gabby Petito. All are welcome to attend. Please see flyer for additional information and the description box below. The mysterious disappearance of Daniel Robinson is heartbreaking. However, in the midst of this tragedy arose the power of the human spirit, as hundreds showed a community spirit and showed support to David Robinson by assisting in the desert searches, supporting and participating in his grassroots movement to find his son. Strangers coming together to help someone in need. We celebrate them all.
And of course it touched your heart when you see his picture. And I saw it on Next Door Neighbor. Somebody had posted it on there. And I just told my husband, I have to do that. You know, it makes me cry. Because, you know, I wouldn't want to miss my son like that. You know, it still makes me cry.
So many of these missing persons cases, they're kind of lost to time. And I think that's devastating because their family continues on loving them and missing them every day.
The more you put into the community, the more you get out. And I just hope that if I'm ever in this kind of situation, that the community will gather around me in a way that I, you know, see it gathering here today for this family.